We're all online constantly. You get a break at work, you pick up the phone, you're about to go to bed, you pick up the phone, and it's led to the average person in the UK having 3 hours and 30 minutes per day of screen time. That's 24 hours a week, 4.5 days a month, and 53 days a year. And when I heard that, it made me feel like this guy and want to smash the computer right off the top of the desk. And if you're anything like me and you're trying to get something done, it's a massive issue, because this year I've got two big goals. The first is to run a 100-kilometer ultramarathon, and the second is to, with all these distractions, grow my company noticed. But it ain't going to be easy, because we're all facing one big problem. You're trying to get stuff done, you're trying to work, get up early and go for runs, but the constant scrolling takes over. And then you go online to try and look for some help. How do I get anything done with a million distractions? And guess what? You met with more people trying to steal your time, show you shy, and give you even more distractions. And once again, you want to smash the laptop right off the desk. So you try not to cry with your head in your hands, and you decide to make a change. Shut out the noise, keep it simple, repeat. And that's exactly what I did.
Break the pattern today, or the loop will repeat tomorrow. Break the pattern today, or the loop will repeat tomorrow. Break the pattern today, or the loop will repeat tomorrow.
And I can't lie, it was absolutely horrific. It led to me being knackered constantly, waking up early, having no personal life. And everybody says, oh, you should have more discipline online, but no one shows you what it actually looks like in your real life. And it led me to want to give up. I had this idea in my head of what building a business looked like on social media: watches, private jets, money. But what it actually looked like for me was 12 hours a day sat at my desk and no social life whatsoever. And it was exactly the same for fitness. Everybody you see online's absolutely jacked and doing crazy stuff, but all it looked like for me was 5 a.m. wake-ups, runs on my own, cycles on my own, and pretty much me depressed in a random street on my own, and it was tearing me apart. But I told myself I was going to stick with it, and then something strange happened. That same routine that I started to hate started to bring some big wins into my life. The early mornings made me feel more fit. Suddenly the hours at work were leading up to some big awards. And then after a few months, not only was each area of my life getting better, I was the fittest and healthiest I'd ever been, but I also slowly started to enjoy the process. Those early mornings, those late nights, they didn't just give me meaning and purpose, they gave me confidence. And suddenly those distractions weren't looking as appealing anymore. And the whole experience taught me one thing: not only was I wasting all my time on social media, but I was looking at people who were painting a fake picture. They'd had success overnight, when the honest truth is, success takes years of doing simple, boring things well to get to any goal that you want. And yeah, my day and my week might not look like these guys who are in private jets and driving Lamborghinis, but I realised that being occasionally great isn't the goal. It's all about being consistently good. Being able to sit down and not just get comfortable with the weekly schedule, but realise that it's about putting in the work today that's going to pay off 5 or 10 years from now, not wasting your time on social media. So anyway, moral of the story: put down the phone, get yourself out there, go get after some goals, and get comfortable, babby.